Now, it is 100% true that there are plenty of hateful, wicked, psychopathic white women. Two of them being my mother and my sister. My mother literally doesn't give a fuck about me. She's the most psychopathic, cold-hearted, evil woman I ever met in my life, along with my sister who tried to drown me when I was 2 and molested me when I was 6. But aside from witnessing them being psychopathic and hateful and weirdos, I know a lot of racist white people, including white women, that I had to spend my years growing up arguing with. I remember when I was really young, like in the first grade, I read this book and it was similar to Anne Frank and the Holocaust, except it was a little girl's memoirs who was secretly writing during slavery times in the 1800s because slaves, especially little girl slaves, were not allowed to read or write, and only certain people had the privileges to read or write, like some of the house slaves and then the free men who were from up north. But again, a little girl who was a slave in no way, shape, or form was allowed to write. So when I read it, that shit fucked me up. And I would be telling other white people, like, y'all don't, y'all don't think this is crazy? And my mom would be like, well, black people are mean to me too. I'm like, Ma, it's, you understand why, right? You understand why black people wouldn't like white people after what has been done, no? They're fucking insane. The cognitive dissonance and the delusion and the lack of empathy is disgusting, and why I have to separate myself from many of them. They would call me an N-word lover. They would try to jump me. And then growing up, I realized my parents treated me like shit. And it's most likely because they're racist. Probably because I have a black daughter who they didn't give a fuck about and don't care about me. And, my mother's the type to vote Republican. She's not the brightest bulb in the shed. My father used to touch me and beat on me. And she gaslights me and defends him like a rabid dog. And, loves a man more than her own children, white woman, right? My sister does the same thing. My sister went out at 19 to go and marry some guy to live off his money and use him, which is basically the same thing my mother did. So she can just party and drink and do whatever she wants. And my mother says, I don't know where she got that behavior from. Hmm. I wonder who she got it from. I cannot tell you how many white people I have to curse out and argue with. It's part of the reason why I don't deal with any men, but I damn sure can't date no white man when I have a biracial black daughter. I can't date no racist person. So I understand majority of white women are not like me. Even a study done that psychopathy is more common in white people.